Hi everybody, Tom Barnas here for the love of Chicago, and there's not many events in the city that are more Chicago than the Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's been around for 91 years, an incredible run in our beautiful city right down State Street, but I figured I don't know a lot of the history of it, so I imagine other people don't know a lot of history of it, how it started and why it started and what goes into it. I imagine a lot of volunteer work. I'm gonna talk to my friend Dennis, who knows a thing or two about this parade, as he's part of the foundation that puts on the parade every Thanksgiving here in Chicago. So let's go say hi to Dennis now. Look at this weather, isn't it beautiful? Hopefully it mirrors what happens on Thanksgiving Day. I'm here with Dennis Evashenk, who is the president of the Thanksgiving Parade Foundation. Dennis, how are you?
Doing great. Can't wait for the parade to be happening, and I do hope that the weather is just like today. It's beautiful here, nice and sunny in Chicago, and we do hope that everyone comes out on State Street. Come and see us right live on State Street. You can watch on CBS Chicago as well as Pluto TV.
Yeah, and as far as being the president of this foundation, what does that entail for you?
Lots of volunteer hours, lots of volunteers, coordination of our fundraising and our volunteers. We have 600 plus volunteers that are the backbone to the parade, and that's what makes it happen. So they help us with carrying the banners to ambassadors along the route on State Street, as well as preparing things a year in advance leading up to the parade.
I think that's something that's interesting. People might not realize that this is a year-long process. You guys just don't decide to do the parade like in October and go, here we go. This is a lot of planning. Go a little bit into that and why the volunteers are so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So people are applying for next year to participate in the parade already for 2026, believe it or not. And so it's a year long of planning. It's getting all the units together, the marching bands. If you think about it, a lot of these marching bands that are coming from schools, the students are going to be fundraising to make the trip happen. They may be coming from another state or another country. And so they've already started their preparations because it is a lot of their dreams to be on State Street performing. So lots of preparation happens before. Also looking for sponsors and looking for partners as well, like our great partners with CBS Chicago and the Godfrey Hotel here in Chicago, as well as many others. This is presented by Forvis Mazars, and we really count on partners like them to make this all happen, along with our volunteers and everyone else that helps us with the parade. So we do thank everyone. You're giving up your morning, they're giving up their morning, their Thanksgiving morning to make this happen and make it a community event to welcome everyone and offer something for everyone that has no cost.
So the first parade year was 1934, 91 years to 2025. A heck of a run for anything, but let alone a parade here down State Street in Chicago. Although I imagine it looked a little different back in 1934.
Yeah, I wasn't around then, but I've heard that it was a bit different. It was coming out of the Great Depression, and so this was a way to lift the spirits of the community and of Chicago. And so it was called the Christmas Caravan at that point. And I also would be willing to guess that it was a pretty limited budget coming out of the Depression. So one of the sponsors at that time would have been Marshall Fields, because it does go right past the Marshall Fields building on State Street in Chicago. And today we have some great sponsors as well. This year our parade is presented by Forvis Mazars and a lot of other great partners as well that have made this happen. You can see us live on CBS Chicago, see us on Pluto TV. I'm hearing that it's going to be broadcast in Latin America on Pluto TV this year. We have viewers from all over. You can also watch it on social as well, our YouTube channel as well as our other social platforms.
I mean, it just goes to show you how big this parade has become. I imagine the folks in 1934 who started this would be smiling down wherever they are to see how big it is. I mean, you're talking how many people in total out on that parade route? That's in the hundreds of thousands, isn't it?
Absolutely. Lots of people on the parade route. Weather always can be a factor, but people still show up. And we have 600 plus volunteers that help us put this on as well.
I imagine that this is probably the biggest Thanksgiving Day parade, volunteer-based, probably in the country.
This is one of the largest, absolutely, and super excited to have it broadcast live. We have lots of folks joining us on State Street. I do recommend getting there early. Use public transit if you can, or book a parking spot ahead of time. and we can't wait to see on State Street. With all the balloons that we're going to have, as well as the floats and the cultural groups and dancing groups, you'll get to see a lot of different groups performing on State Street, some of their cultural dances from other from different heritage groups, as well as marching bands from around the US and around the world.
And that's something that you guys really take pride in, is the different cultural groups that represent our beautiful country, right?
Absolutely. We love to showcase all different cultural groups and let them really showcase it to the city of Chicago and the community as well.
I feel like that's what separates our parade here in Chicago versus other parades, you know, where it's more about maybe celebrity appearances, and we have those things, but more about what makes our city, what makes up our city by the culture we represent here.
It's a great representation of it, and we also have Santa as well. So for the little ones looking for Santa, he'll be there with Mrs. Claus.
And so the parade starts down by Ida B. Wells, right? And
it does, and it goes down State Street down to around Randolph.
And then is there a spot that people should pick out that is better than others in terms if they want to perhaps see performances or things like that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there is the VIP zone in the TV area. You can purchase individual sponsorships to get a seat there, and those are still available. There's some left still. So definitely I encourage you to go on our website to check that out. But anywhere along the route is fine. I really would say arrive early if you're going to be going down to State Street to make sure that you get a good spot in a viewing space.
So as far as parade morning, how early are you guys getting volunteers, you know, out of their beds in hotels around the city to come out to the parade staging area? What's that morning like for people?
So for many, it's around the clock operation. It starts the day before. So it starts on that Wednesday before and goes into that next day. Many people are getting up quite early too. A large chunk of our volunteers are arriving at 4, 5, and 6 a.m. to make things happen on that parade morning. And then we have people that are volunteering actually currently right now as we speak to have the preparations go forward.
That's incredible. How many volunteers would you say are on parade route that on Thanksgiving morning roundabout?
Yeah, I would say between 400 and 500 volunteers are there live for Thanksgiving Day. And we have great people. They come back year after year. People do it as a group from work, or families come together and make it a tradition for their family.
I imagine being one of the volunteers that handle the big balloons is probably one of the more popular ones. How does that divvied up? Do you guys have like a lottery system? Is it based on seniority? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's an application, and the volunteers fill out their top 3 places or areas that they would like to volunteer in. And then it goes from there based off of experience and other criteria. I've been volunteering with the parade for over 11 years now and have been coming ever since. I started when I was in college at DePaul University here in Chicago, and I had studied hospitality and event management, and so it piqued my interest, and I had reached out about the parade to get some more information, and that was how I started volunteering with the parade.
And for people who are watching this that want to volunteer, what's the best way for them to really dive into that information?
Yeah, right directly on our website or our socials. There's an application for volunteering, and it's never too early. So just a couple weeks after the parade, you will see applications open up for next year for volunteering as well.
Oh, that's so wonderful. What's your favorite part about the parade? Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, so I love the cultural components of the parade. My background is I'm Lithuanian on one side, and there's an awesome Lithuanian dance group that has joined us for a number of years, and they will be coming back. And I love how it connects multiple community organizations as well. So I know people through organizations like Rotary that I volunteer with, and the Parade Foundation, and then this dance group, and we get to see each other on various occasions for various reasons because of all the stuff that we're doing on State Street with the parade.
Shines a beautiful light on our city, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's a great way to showcase State Street and our community and all the cultures that we have as a part of it.
And as far as the end of the parade, it's usually the big grand finale, and that's where we're going to see.
And you'll see Santa and Mrs. Claus at that point, so make sure you have your cameras ready and your kids are looking.
Fantastic. Well, Dennis, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me. I appreciate it.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, some fun facts of our beautiful Thanksgiving Day parade that's been going on for 91 years right here in Chicago on State Street. If you have a Love of Chicago story you want to share, thomas.barnascbs.com. You tell me. I'll listen and we'll meet here to talk about it together. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.